I guess I'm a big old racist. How are you, my friend?
First of all, I'm wonderful, and it's good to see you. And a happy New Year to everybody Jewish who watches, which is everybody. The entire Jewish world watches Dana on TheBlaze. It's a true story. The follow-up is this now the argument? First, the argument was you were saying that all moms want to shoot people. Then the problem was what you wear, because you're now leather tuscadero, because Shannon Watts is clearly so hip and cool.
And that made me so mad.
A Happy Days reference.
She said pinky tuscadero at first, and I was like, chick, pinky is pink because she's redhead and she wears a pink jacket. Yes, compare me to Susie Quattro, please, because Susie's amazing. I'm sorry, go ahead.
The only thing we have left is a Freddie Boom Boom Washington reference from Welcome Back, Kotter.
I don't even know what that is.
And we're set. Maybe a little hey from Dwayne. We can do this, America. The 70s, they're back. I don't know what it is that's going to work for her in getting her message across. The real problem is you cannot make hide nor hair of her message. She wants to constantly talk about common sense gun reform, but look at the personal attack on you. This wasn't about the NRA in this ad. This was about you. This was a whole different Shannon Watts. She's not a fan of yours. I know this. We've seen the videos of when you wanted to talk to her about her lies about Magpul. But this was directly at you, and this is different even for her.
Yeah, and you live by her now, correct? I mean, because you're in Indiana. Oh,
yeah,
gosh.
I'm in Indianapolis. I'm in a suburb called Carmel, and she's in also a suburb called Zionsville, which is also a very, very Tony type of suburb. And I don't know where she lives. I've never actually met her, but she's not too far from my downtown studios on Monument Circle. Those who know Indianapolis know the Circle. I want to speak with her because, as I'm saying, and it's very clear, we don't know what the organization's about. Is it about personal attacks? Is it about what you call common sense gun reform? And what does that look like? Because every time you talk about something called universal background checks, it seems to us you're talking about getting all the guns off the street, and you're talking about a registry. What is it that you're about, Shannon Watts? We want you to come in studio right here where you live, right where you live at 93 WIBC, and talk to us.
And Tony, while she's there, if she takes you up on that, which I think is a very generous offer, because I know there are snacks there. I mean, you know. There
are many snacks.
She could,
I'll provide anything. There's nothing I won't do.
See? You could ask her, too, if she's suddenly worried about the racial connotations of the word thug. You know, her boss, Michael Bloomberg, which I think it's weird that a dude founded a mom's group, but I digress, had said before that he believes, he had said black Americans, he blamed 95% of murder in the United States on black Americans, and used that, it's on tape, we've played it on the program before, and used that to say that that's why blacks should be disarmed. Black Americans should be disarmed because of that. Now, I don't know about you, Tony, but that sounds a little racist-y to me. They've never condemned it.
I think you could go in that direction. And as for a guy creating a mom's group, I live in the transgendered world. If the president can wear mom jeans, Bloomberg can create a mom's group. What's the big deal? Forget about it. Well, we really don't know why that is, that they can use certain terminology and other people can't. But the idea that we call it out seems to truly offend them. They get crazy over the idea when we call out what it is that they say. Their own words used against them seem to be a heresy and a shameful act by you and me and everybody else.
I was just mad that she didn't know who Susie Quattro was. I mean, Happy Days isn't even of my generation. And I'm like, I even know who Susie Quattro is. And the fact that she couldn't even get that right, it hurt me as a woman.
Exactly what level of Stepford wife do you need to be in order to be part of Moms Demand Action? You know, I mean, you can't wear a leather jacket. You can't actually be...
Tony, you know how I dress. You and I've traveled all over Texas before. You know how I am. I don't own a lot of color.
No, she does not. No, she does not. This is Dana doing it up.
I know. Do you see this? I wore this for you, Tony. I wore Prince. That's my color.
Well, I can't see it right now, but I'm going to assume fantastic.
Okay.
But the amazing thing about Shannon Watts is that all moms are created equal, but some are more equal than others.
Yeah, there you go.
And that's what she's saying about you. And that's what she's saying about women who want to support the Second Amendment and who want to, by the way, protect their families and the thug coming at them. And it is a thug. And if you think that's
she
racist,
acts like that she has more concern for the thug. Like, I hurt his feelings because, yeah, if you bust up into my house, you're a thug. Yeah, you are a thug if you do that.
She has more concern for the thug, and Jimmy Carter has more concern for the despot. There's a history to this type of attitude and action, and it never leads to anything good.